EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Here's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The veteran, Kenny Clark, in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, right? This 3rd and short. Just get the ball to your running back. Make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So often, the only way to combat the perfect blitz call is to beat the blitz with the ball. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. He's able to find his open man and get the ball out of his hand because he holds on to that ball for 1 count longer. And most likely was going to result in a sack.
Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Slot man in motion left. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now, faking the give. He'll get this out to his running back. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Now some movement up front, and we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. So from 3rd and 2, back them up to 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. He's got his man right side. It's complete. Nice throw by the rookie from Oklahoma. And he's got his guys a first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation. And that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
They send him right out of the slot. He'll get it inside the 20. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. A lengthy opening drive. Now comes to this. It is third down. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. First down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's caught by Gibbs.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in 1st and a mile after taking a penalty on first down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable 2nd down.
2nd down and 8. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he will score. Touchdown, Detroit. That touchdown #1 for him on the year. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. The man in motion is Watson. Love to throw to get started. Catch is made by Romeo Doubs. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Love to throw it on 1st down. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Doubs that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So after... They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now Love. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Terrion Arnold. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
This one popped in the air and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Quay Walker.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's caught by Smith on the right side. A tight end in motion now. On 2nd down, Love. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. From the gun, it's Love. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
At the Packers' 41-yard line.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. That's a short one, caught by Laporta. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. They'll throw out of the gun. He'll he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air one more time. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
So after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start from their own 7.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The defense dialed in. He's going backwards on that one. Taken down back at his own 5.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. Completes this one. That's Christian Watson. And it'll be marked down up around the 18-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. They've been a little up and down in this 1st half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense, and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
A 2nd down throw for Love. He'll go left side here and complete this one. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down. Love to throw. Trying to push the ball down the field. It's an interception. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense. Well, you can tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
Back to throw. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Lions.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. The man in motion is Watson. Here's Love, operating out of the pistol. That's out to the flat, and it's complete.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They motion the slot man left. To throw is Love. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down. To throw is Love. Throw to the right flat, and it's caught.
You know they gave up that last completion, Mike. That's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
Strong. Oh, looks like he may have hit a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Jeremy Chin. And the Packers are going to have it just past their 25. Love to throw on 1st and 10. He'll take a shot for Watson. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase 1st downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs.
He works free. Right side. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 74 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Back to throw here to begin the drive. open man. It's Jamison Williams. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
That's good for the Lions. First and 10 at the 30.
Now they'll set up to throw. He finds Bell. That's caught.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds. And he stopped the clock as well.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
They'll look to throw again. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. And now he's got a man open deep downfield. He is in. Touchdown, Detroit. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The return starts from the 5. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's Dobbs open left side. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only rotating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
On 2nd down, Love. Look at that big guy rumble. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A pickup there of 25 yards. First down, Packers. On play action, Love. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Love. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Big return at the end. He's going to get out of bounds close to midfield.
Well, I think by now, Mike, we know where the biggest mismatch of this game has been. This defense is all over this passing game. Everywhere they look, they have defenders in the right spot. They've resulted now in 3 interceptions, all while forcing this offense to try to adjust their game plan on the fly.
He'll let this one go long for Williams. And this will be incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
For the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Jeremy Chin. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned. And sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you, and sometimes when it speeds up that clock.
Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last 2 throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next 2 drives, come out here, establish the run, dose of ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
After 7.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's a run to begin this 3rd quarter. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30.
And he continues to carry the ball well. Another nice one here. But as they find themselves continuing to trail here in the second half, The opposing team's defense is not really concerned about the run game. They need to find a way to use the pass to get the lead and then go back to this run game to close the game out.
That's taken in left side by Smith. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play. On first down, it's Love. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
On first and 10, here's Love. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. So that pass interference in the end zone puts the pressure on the defense. It is first and goal from the 1. And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit. Now back at the 4 for second and goal. Throwing is Love. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Throwing here on third and goal. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Green Bay. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's right side and brought in by Williams.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
They'll run it to the right here with Gibbs. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. Wayne Walker, the linebacker, on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. That's to the right side and incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
On third down, they go with Gibbs. They take this inside the 40 to the 39, but most importantly, they've got it. That's a first down.
Wow, a little change of play call here, and that's typically not what we see at this down and distance. That's typically a passing down, Mike, but they catch the defense off guard, keep the ball on the ground, and they're able to pick up enough for the first down.
And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Lions first down. A run here with Gibbs. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Back to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Lions going to extend their lead. It's now 24-14.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. Now on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense.
At the 19-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Now he'll run it.
That's a smart play. 2nd down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable 3rd down.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Third and 5. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And the Lions are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. He takes it all the way down inside the 2, sets up first and goal.
That is caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Lions. So that's his second touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. First and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And a good tackle out wide will hold them to a gain of just 3. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5. And here comes third down. Now Love. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he will score again. Touchdown, Detroit. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year. Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. Love to throw it on first down. Now he takes off. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
Generating explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground, is the goal of every offense, Mike. But when you're able to generate those plays with your quarterback's legs, man, that's an element that makes these offenses hard to defend.
Love to throw on first and 10. And this time the rush gets home, and down he goes.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss. Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
The defense is willing to just give up that run every single time. I mean, they're going to leave guys as far back as they can to protect the sticks. And in this case, flow to the ball, make an open field tackle, get off the field.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. This one, incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only one. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 29-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And good hard running will get him down close to a first down. Might be a yard short. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. He gets free. About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here's Gibbs. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. One more time, they try Gibbs. Powering forward, he's in. Jahmyr Gibbs, touchdown Lions. On for the PAT is Aubrey. He's got it, and the Lions will add one more onto their big lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. Now, on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. You talk about everything going wrong. A big deficit. All you want is the ball and a chance to get back in the game. And now, Greg, they hand the ball right back to him on this kickoff fumble.
Mike, you know the saying, when it rains, it pours. And right now, it is pouring on this team. They just can't get out of their own way. They lose a fumble here on the kickoff just to make matters worse. This has just been a complete disaster all around for this unit.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win here for the Lions. They get the victory away from home in the division. This was so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.